Barry, how good does that feel?
It's a great feeling to win any game, and for me, as I say, any game, even if it's Rangers, whoever it is, it's a great feeling to win football matches, and I'm just pleased that the players stood up to it today, and I thought they were outstanding, every one of them.
What were you thinking first half? Obviously Rangers had a few chances.
I think we worked on a few things with systems, pressing systems against them. Through the week we picked two ways we thought we would press against them. They were a bit of a box in the middle of the pitch, they're a bit of a diamond. The rotations is hard to actually tell what they really are, but their full-backs stayed low, which made us struggle a wee bit to get our wing-backs on them. They stayed flat. It's things I would do. I knew what they were doing. Things I would have done if I was playing a 4, I would have always played flat full-backs against it, so the wing-backs can't press. But once we got that, once we were organised with that, once we started to swing a bit better and getting the timing right for Johnny to go and trigger that press on the full-back, then when we started to win it, we were starting to transition a wee bit better. The game started to come to us a wee bit more, and then I thought the last 20 minutes first half we started to really perform, and then the second half I thought we were outstanding.
Yeah, I mean the second half was just completely different from what we'd seen in the first. You dominated big swatches of that.
Yeah, but we're trying to be aggressive, we're trying to press high. I think everybody sees that, and it's really difficult against good players. Rangers can bounce that one touches off you really quickly, and it's hard to get close to them at times. But when we got the press right, we were good in as I said, transitions. But I think with some great chances the second half, we took the fans with us. We started to play that fast, direct, fast through the line, quickly way, speed, aggression. It was all there to see. And but I still thought, even when we go back to the first half, we were still a wee bit too quick on the speed, on the transition. I thought we were still, sometimes we could put another pass in, and that'll come. That just takes time. That takes time. But yeah, I think we look like a proper Aberdeen team, and I've not seen Pittodrie as loud as that for a long time.
And the team's clearly making a lot of progress.
Yeah, we're making progress. We're winning football matches was the most important thing. But now you go into the split, you can't get carried away. We've got to go and play against Rangers away at Ibrox, which is going to be difficult. We'll probably have Celtic home here, St Mirren away. But all the things that go against us as usual, aren't they? They're all. We'll probably have the away games, but that doesn't matter to us. We stay strong with that, and we just have to keep fighting, and we have to keep performing.
You must feel as a squad more and more equipped for these big challenges you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes a disservice when we see that even like myself and my staff, that we come in and we're here and we're trying to motivate players and all that. There's so much more to it. There's so much more goes on that people don't know. The detail we go into, the process, the model we work to. We've been thinking about it a long time, and the players have adapted to it really well. And tactically, we've got it right at times. Sometimes it's not always easy to get right, but and the players have enjoyed it, and the players they've performed brilliantly at it, and that's a pleasing thing for us.
Liam Scales was trying to convince me he meant that for the first goal. What's your thought?
Oh, I'm going to give him it all day. I thought he meant it 100%. Big Scales, yeah. I thought he was outstanding today. More importantly, we ask the centre backs at times to get in some really difficult positions, some really brave positions that they don't really want to go in when you're playing against a team with the speed that Rangers are. And he was so aggressive with that, and you could see that. And when you get that right, it looks great, and you can really go and be an exciting team. But when you get it wrong, you can lose goals at the other end. So it's trying to get the balance right. But I always believe on playing fast, exciting football, and that's what I want to do, and it's going well at the minute, but we also know that you can't take anything for granted in this game, and I'm a big believer in that. You sit down at the end of the season and see where we're at, and see what we've achieved, and then we can maybe relax a wee bit.
The second goal was a moment of real quality, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was a great goal. I said to Leighton at half time, I said, just one moment of quality. He brings that to the table. It was hard for him in there. Sometimes a 4v3 against them in there, and you could see them try to get the trigger, try to get the press on. And we were brave. But then after that, when you see the way they fight, the way they run, the way they want to play for the football club was pleasing. And they need to keep going. And my message was clear to them. I said that I says, if you're playing 90 minutes a week or whatever, I says, that you just bring that every time. You can't always play well, I understand that, but if you bring that level of commitment, desire, every time you play, and that's to every player in this football club, you've got a chance, and they've done that well, and they deserve their win.
You've touched on some big challenges to come, and that's clear. But your fate's in, as a team, your fate's in your own hands.
Yeah, we've got some difficult games coming, but we'll get a free week next week, and it's trying to work out what's best. It's fitness or freshness. That's the hard part. That's a bit that we have to think about. What do we do? Do we rest them up for a few days, and we also need to train. So we'll try and get that right next week, and then see what the split brings us.
Magnificent. Well done.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.
Well done, Barry.